So there's really no getting around the fact that much of who you are as an individual is largely determined by what you feed your mind with over the years. And for most of us, our minds are incessantly filled with frivolous bullshit day in and day out. Not much more than the ever-churning cycle of thoughtless, animalistic impulses being repeatedly fed into. To expect anything of any real substance to arise from such a primal existence would be incredibly optimistic, to say the least. In a previous video, I mentioned how our bodies are one of the most valuable things that will ever be in our possession and can quite easily become a horrifying source of suffering. This is just as easily applied to the mind residing in the body. Our bodies are absolutely nothing without the mind, obviously. And many of us, most of us, regularly fuel our minds with not much more than the equivalent of shit. So just taking a brief glance at our little cesspool of a species, what better things can you expect? And again, don't get me wrong, I myself indulge in plenty of frivolous bullshit, but much of the population seems to exclusively feed upon this stuff. And this inevitably results in heaps and heaps of wasted potential. We human beings have developed this relatively well-endowed organ inside our skulls, and it is often primarily used for not much more than short-sighted scheming and the pleasuring of the smaller organs. We human beings are an absolute embarrassment of a species when you consider our capacities that have largely been squandered on a massive scale. That's all I'm saying.